So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we're back today, Q&A Sunday. Today's going to be more of a quick fire round. There's not going to be any gameplay in the background, but I just wanted to bang off a lot of questions today. I have a lot to get through. I do apologize lately, I have been slacking. I know there wasn't a video yesterday, but I've been having some, I've been busy. I've had some personal problems. I've been trying to sort my life out, basically, so I do apologize for that. But we're going to try and bash through the questions today as quick as possible. And I hope you guys do enjoy the video. So here we go. The first one's from Andrea Silva. My team has actually signed Anderson from Manchester United. What can I expect from him, and in which position do you think he plays better? Well, Anderson's a type of player that his stamina isn't quite up there. I know he had an issue when he started playing for this new side where he basically passed out. He had to go off and have some oxygen. So he's definitely not fit. He has got some potential, but he just hasn't been playing regularly enough to really show it. So I think his best position is probably, you know, sort of centre midfield. He's probably more of an attacking midfielder, I would say, than a defensive. But yeah, what can he do? We'll have to see. Next up from Wisdom Emma says, hey TTB, love your games, and I want to ask you a question. What is your best game of the year, and why don't you play some action games? Best game of the year. That's a tough one to call. I really did enjoy The Last of Us last year. I thought that was a fantastic game, especially, you know, on the PlayStation 3, or maybe, did it come out last year? I think it did. And then obviously it came out on the PS4 as a game of the year. Maybe it came out 2 years ago. I can't remember, but anyway, I do remember it was a fantastic game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Naughty Dog are phenomenal at creating such a phenomenally amazing game. I mean, it's as simple as that. But that's probably one of my games of the year. Definitely, it was fantastic. I do play action games. You know, I have Battlefield 4. I've played Uncharted and all them, but I don't show them on my channel, guys, purely because this is a PES and FIFA channel. In the future, if I do get massive and I have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers and I get constant views on those types of videos, yes, I will do that. But for now, I'm just keeping it to what I know how to do best. Okay, next up from Ich heb ein Kleinhul. No idea if I got that one right. It's a tough one. Hi TTB, which PES do you think it's the best in the series? That's a tough one as well. I did quite enjoy PES 2013. I thought that was a game they finally got right on the old consoles. The dribbling was good, the shooting was good. There was so much. I think the shooting was the key. Such a variety in that game of how to score goals. And then when it came to PES 2014, we know that completely just got shot. There was no ways of scoring goals except the same way over and over again. And then PES 2015, as much as it was a decent game, it still has its problems, and scoring as freely isn't the same. But I would say PES 2013 definitely one of the best on the PS3. On the PS2, you know, PES 6 and all those were still fantastic and always enjoyable to play. Okay, next up from Apishatapong Villa. That's absolutely mental. I have no idea how to say your name. But anyway, he says, hi TTB. Who do you think will win Euro 2016? Really like your videos, by the way. I would say, you know, the Germans are going to be the favourites up there, of course. And then you've got all the usual culprits. Netherlands, France could be possible because they're getting better now. The likes of Paul Pogba coming through. Who else do we have? Spain, I think they're going to come back with a little bit of a vengeance and a nightmare of a World Cup, but they're certainly going to be up there. And then, you know, I have to see how the likes of England and Italy do. I'd like to see them do well. How well they'll do is a totally different kettle of fish. But no doubt the Germans will be the favourites. Okay, next time from Mitza S says, you play PES and FIFA? Yes, I do. Do you find it difficult to play both because they have a different style of play? I've sort of become accustomed to it. It's taken me a little bit of time to adapt. I'm not going to lie, sometimes it is a hard transition. I'm playing PES for hours, then I go and try and play FIFA because obviously the buttons are slightly different and the gameplay is completely different. But I'm pretty good now. I've got used to that. I don't mind it. I do enjoy playing two games. I definitely do recommend playing two different football games just because you can get bored of playing the same game over and over again. Sometimes it's nice to mix and match. So I don't get too much of a problem. I've adjusted accordingly. Alright, next up from Ahmed says, "Hi TTB, what phone are you using and do you like it?" Well, I'm actually recording with my phone because that's basically all I have to record. But I've got an LG G3, the new LG 3, or the new LG phone from LG. That's a lot of LGs. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. I had the LG Rumor Reflex, which was pretty basic. It had that quirky keyboard. Then I had the LG G2, which was a great phone, and then I got its big brother now, the G3. But I love it. Bigger screen, does 1080p, does pretty good pictures as well, very fast. I think it's got like 3 gigs of RAM. But yeah, absolutely love it. I'm not a big fan of iPhones. I'd rather have an Android. Next up from John Yoko, what do you think of the player Salah? Greetings from Seattle. Yes, you're talking about the guy who was at Chelsea. I believe he's moved on now. He's on somewhere else. But he's a good player. He was a decent player. I think Chelsea thought he was better than he was. You know, they bought him from Basel because when Chelsea played Basel, he was their danger man. But then, you know, you sort of buy a player like that who's in a team where he does shine. You go to somewhere like Chelsea, you don't shine as much. And he hasn't really got enough playing time for me. So I'd like to see him play a lot more. But it's what happens when you go to a big club. Okay, next up from Chris Mackinder. Hi from the city of Hull in England. Do you think Hull City will be relegated? I think they're going to survive. I do. I really think Hull City will survive this season. I think the likes of Leicester, QPR, you know, maybe even Sunderland, the way they're playing right now, are going to go down. I like to see Burnley stay up, but I think Hull City, at the end of the day, will progress through. Okay, Robinson Crusoe says, do you watch sometimes matches the MLS? Occasionally I do. I've started sort of watching Orlando City a little bit more because, you know, I'm from Orlando. They're just around the corner from me. But I watch it now and then. But obviously, ideally, the Premier League is where my heart is at. Okay, what do we have next? From Dimitri Kotesiashvili. Absolutely mad. Some of these names today are crazy. Says, what's your favourite FIFA? Mine is FIFA 12, when Robinho had 5-star skills. Interesting. My favourite FIFA. I would say, I enjoyed FIFA 08, 09 when it really, you know, the new engine came out back in the day. I really did enjoy that. I think it was such a big leap from the rubbish or the crap that it was. FIFA 06, 07 wasn't great. The new, you know, the engine on the PS2. But then bang, when it came to PS3, FIFA 08, I think it was a massive shock to everyone just how good the game was. I mean, it had its problems and it has its problems now. If you played it now, you'd say this is awful. But back then, for its time, for me, was definitely one of the best FIFAs. David from David J. On your FIFA career mode, do you play multiple seasons or is it one and done? Sometimes, I do generally play multiple seasons. Do you pay attention to the youth academy? Yes, I do. You know, if I see any players that are worth, you know, progressing through, definitely give them a shot. If so, have you watched any other YouTubers' career modes like Cutsy Gaming from England? And do you think you can make a wish list video of your own? I don't watch a whole lot of other FIFA YouTubers. You know, for me, they all do the same sort of thing. And I know I try and vary my content. That's why I like to try and stand out. I add my own unique commentary to it because I want to do something different. I don't want to be the same guy that does the same thing as everyone else. People on YouTube seem to like FIFA Ultimate Team pack openings. I don't know what the big deal of it is about, but people like to watch YouTubers opening up packs, getting all excited about them, going mental, throwing stuff around the room. For me, that's childish, and I'm never really going to get to that level. If I open a pack, I'll just sit down and I'll open a pack. I won't get, you know, all carried away about it. But overall, I just want to do something unique, so I don't watch a whole lot of other YouTubers. I mean, yes, I'm starting to do more live commentaries of me playing, and I get frustrated, but that's just for something different. And as far as the wish list concerns, in the future, I will do a FIFA 16 one. Yes, I have done a PES 16 one. Check that out if you haven't. But yeah, definitely got that in the works. The legend himself, Pele, says, hey, TTB, if there is no team such as Manchester United, what team will you support? Ooh, that's a real tough one. I would say someone like, I don't know, something that's enjoyable to watch. You know, I've always liked watching the likes of Arsenal. As much as, you know, I'm a Man United fan, I have to admit Arsenal play nice football. Barcelona play very attractive football. Bayern Munich have started over the seasons to play very nice football. I like a team that pings it around, has got quality all around. You know, the way Manchester United used to play, which was ping the ball around, catch teams on the break, counter-attacking football. But that's obviously gone out the window. And we can only hope they do well against Tottenham today. But the way Louis van Gaal's doing stuff, who knows? Anyway, that is all for today. I wanted to keep this shorter, around 10-minute mark. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'm sorry there was no gameplay, but I have been very busy. We will be back with more Career Mode, Ultimate Team, PES My Club, and Master League. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, take care.